Hey guys, this is Karthika Kantwal from Apex Finserv and I'm back with your daily dose of charts and the index outlook for tomorrow's trading session. So, without wasting much time, since it's a fresh week, we don't have much to discuss of, what we had before. So, starting with what we have new for tomorrow with the equity as usual. The first one that we have is IndusInd Bank. Now, IndusInd Bank, we are going to go for a short position simply because of the declining, buying strength that is observed every time it has come at 618, 620. The spikes have just gotten weaker and weaker, whereas it has made lower highs, which signifies that the supply is increasing every time. So the idea is to take a short position at 630. It was also a support on resistance. Now failed to hold that level on 9th. So we are going to go for a short position at 630. Stop loss at 640, close to the previous swing high. Ideal targets 1% on the downside. Now moving on to the next one, MFSL. Now MFSL, we are going to go for a short position. It is a prior resistance. If you can see, it has been rejected many times in the past from 600. Also psychological resistance, big round number. So very simple idea here really. We are going to go for a short position at 600. Stop loss at 610. Ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the next one, Oro Pharma. Oro Pharma, we are going to go for a short position. Again, this one too. It was a resistance level, it was broken on the upside and this time it failed to hold and it has acted as a resistance again. So now we are going to go for a short position at 820 to 845, 820 to 825 or 822 to be specific. Stop loss at 832, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the next one, Bharat Forge, we are going to go for a short position again. It has tried to break 500 so many times but it never really held its place above that. So we're going to go for a short position exactly at that level. Again, just like MFSL, big round number might play as psychological resistance too. So the idea is to take a short at 500, stop loss at 507, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the next one, Lupin. Lupin, we are going to go for a long position. Even if the structure is in lower low, lower high mode, we are going to go for a long position because we have a strong demand zone at 925, 922. So we are going to be taking a long position at the bottom end of it at 922. Stop loss at 910. Ideal targets 1% on the downside. 1% on the upside. Pretty optimistic about this trade. Let's see how it goes tomorrow. The next one that we have is Balkrishna Industries. Now Balkrishna, we are going to go for a breakdown trade here. Now because it has a support level at 1285. Resistance turn support and it has held out twice, but this time if it breaks then it should fall pretty steeply because every time that it had a bounce from that level, the bounce has gotten weaker. So the idea is to go for a breakdown trade short under 1280, stop loss at 1294 or 1292 and ideal targets at 1% on the downside. Moving on to the next one, SR Transfin. SR Transfin, here too we are going to go for a short positions, short at 702, visible pretty clearly on the chart. We have a supply zone there. It was reclaimed, not reclaimed rather, it was broken on the upside, but then quickly fell through. So the idea is to go for a short at 702, stop loss at 712, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Now most of the scripts are short entries because we had a big sell-off on Friday, so all of them are more or less in the lower low, lower high formation. Moving on to the next one, Apollo Hospital. Apollo Hospital, we have a strong demand zone here again at 1630. Multiple impulse advances have come from this point, which which have been at least 1% in length. So the idea is to go for a long position at 1630, stop loss at 1610, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Really simple trade, this one. Moving on to the next one and the final one for today is PL. PL, we are going to go for a short position. Simple support turned resistance now. It was broken on the 9th, so we are going to go for a short position at 1320. Stop loss at 1335. Ideal targets 1% on the downside. Now moving on to my favorite part for the discussion, the indices. Now, funny thing, when we talk about the indices, talking about Nifty, if you remember the Fibonacci retracement that we had placed from the swing low to be considered at the low point of 20th of August, and the high point being the 31st of August, which was Monday, previous trading week. So that retracement from 0 to 100 is still intact as long as Nifty stays above 11,300. So, well, if you want to go for longs, you can still go for longs. It is going to be a very aggressive trade, but you definitely can go. Stop loss going under 11,300, and well, entry somewhere close to 11,350, 11,375. My positional entry that I had, I squared off on Friday once it broke 11,330. Because well, I didn't simply see that the risk was being justified of carrying the positions over the weekend, because you never really know what global cues are going to affect you, and also because I'm not really a positional trader. So I simply didn't feel that I should have carried it, but I will not hesitate to enter a long position again as long as 11,350 is being sustained, and that is exactly where the price is at the moment. So as I said, longs can be taken at 11,330, 11,350, or above 11,350, depending on how aggressive or conservative you are as a trader. For me personally, the bias is still long as long as 11,300 is being sustained. If that's not being sustained, then well, the next immediate target would be 11,200 and 11,000 respectively. And once again, I will not hesitate to take a short position either. That's just my expectation. Now, when we talk about the option chain, about the resistance side, we have 11,400 with 1.2 million added contracts, which is quite a lot. We have significant resistance at 11,500 with 1.4 million added contracts. Then we have immediate support at 11,300 with 482,000 added contracts, pretty moderate. Significant at 11,200 with 366,000 added contracts. So 11,300 seems to be the deciding zone for our Fibonacci and the option chain as well. I would prefer to wait it out and see in the first 30 to 45 minutes at least that how that level is being played out. If we have a gap down somewhere close to 11,300, then 11,200, 11,250 gap down opening, then I really would not prefer to trade Nifty on that day, because the risk is simply not justified then. Now coming on to the PCR for Nifty, the PCR comes out to be at 0.83. Not very aggressively bearish, but definitely still bearish. Moving on to the next index, Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty too, it is fairly far away. Not far away, but just like Nifty, that retracement of the low of 20th August and the high of 31st August, that is still intact, but it seems a lot more safer when we talk about Bank Nifty, because that is almost 1,000 points away still. So personally, I would prefer to take longs on Bank Nifty for tomorrow rather than Nifty. Again, depends on the opening, because we have immediate zone at 22,900 and 23,200. This 300 point range is the controlling range for Bank Nifty right now. As long as it stays within this range, I would not hesitate much before taking ping pong trades between these two, because both of them are strong zones and both of them have been respected multiple times. But let's see the retracement. When I talk about the retracement in particular, then Bank Nifty ka retracement is a lot more secure Fibonacci retracement, simply because the distance is pretty far away between 1 and 0. Whereas Nifty, as you can see, it is almost at the starting point. So I don't know whether it's overreacting for Nifty or underreacting for Bank Nifty, but Bank Nifty seems a lot more stable at this point of time. Now, when we talk about the option chain for Bank Nifty, we have immediate resistance at 23,300, just above the zone, with 164,000 added contracts. Significant at 23,500 with 320,000 added contracts, roughly. On the support side, we have 23,000 with 116,000 added contracts. Significant support at 22,500, pretty far away really, with 150,000 added contracts. So as I said, 23,000 to 23,200 or 22,900 to 23,200. This 250-300 point range is going to be the controlling range for Bank Nifty. It doesn't matter if you're looking at it from the charts or the option chain, the views are coinciding. So you can take for ping pong aggressive trades if you want to. When we talk about the PCR for Bank Nifty, that comes out to be at 0.96, which is pretty bearish. So just to be on the safer side, I would prefer to go short near 23,200 or 23,300. But let's see, it all depends quite honestly on the kind of opening that we observe tomorrow. If the opening is stable and strong, then you can go for short once it rises. If the opening is gap down under the zone, then the next zone comes out to be at 22,600 with 0.786 retracement there being 2. So you need to be a bit more careful then. But let's see, it depends on what bias you have on from the 30 to 45 minutes of the opening candle formation. Now these are all the charts that I had to discuss with you guys for tomorrow. I hope that you have a really good trading week coming ahead, and I hope you have really good start to the trading week tomorrow. Now these are all the charts as usual. If you want any of this content, feel free to check out the Telegram channel at the rate Apex FinServe. You can also check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And as usual, if you like the channel, then do support us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment something nice, or share a script of that you are going to trade tomorrow. We'll be more than happy to track that too. We might as well make some money with you guys. And don't forget to click that bell notification icon so that you don't miss any upload. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful night. Bye.